It was the middle of summer, and the stadium at Penridge South Junior High School was filled, not for football, but for a rock concert. There was a lot of good music benefiting a good cause. It was a little over a month before that this northern Bucks County town of Perkasie suffered its worst catastrophe, a multi-alarm fire that raged out of control for nearly 6 hours, leveling a block-and-a-half area of Perkasie's historic downtown business district. More than 30 people were left homeless, about a dozen businesses lost, and 2 of Perkasie fire trucks destroyed. In all, the blaze caused over $9 million worth of damage. Within the following weeks, a benefit concert was organized and slated as Fire Aid 88. Philadelphia rock and blues artist and Perkasie resident Harry McGonical explains.
The idea really came from Tommy Horn as a joke. He said, oh, we should get Harry, that's my next door neighbor's brother, so we should get Harry to do a rock concert. And Libby Purcell, who's his sister, said, well, I don't think that's funny, I think we should get Harry to do that. And I had been speaking about it to my wife, and we said, you know, it would be nice to do that, but there's never been anything like that in this town, and it's kind of tough to pull something like that off. And the 2 of them said to me, you know, we'll help you, you know, and we know everybody in town, we'll try and do it. So about a couple of days later, after we got the idea rolling, Margaret Anderson and Gene Grabowski came in the store and asked me to play a rock concert in town. And I said, well, you're too late because we already got one rolling, but why don't you join forces with us and, you know, we'll do what we have to do it. And then they brought in John Rhino to do the food and everything. And then from there, it just filtered out to everyone in the community. And it's been great. We've had 100% support, and I got the best bands from Philadelphia to come down, and they're all playing for free. And as you see, we've got a real nice production company here. This is Randy Chapman from Maryland that does my sound out on the road. And he came in with his stuff, and it's been great.
The contributions made by the organizers, Larry Goldfarb and Rick Cohen at Golden Guru, James at Golden Guru, the whole crew.
Philadelphia radio station WMMR helped out by heavily promoting the benefit concert.
He and I have been friends forever, and he called me up and asked me if I'd come out and be an MC for the show. They said they were going to do it, and after we talked about it down at MMR, we thought that it'd be better to, instead of just having one of us come out, send a few of us out and make it a big deal. I mean, this is a big disaster in the Philadelphia area, and it's just one way WMMR can give something back to the community. There's a lot of listeners up here, and you know, it's a small town, and I think they needed that kind of help to get the thing rolling so that they could get everybody aware of their problem here. They got a lot of rebuilding to do in Perkasie, and you know, WMMR just more than happy to help out.
WMMR air personality Cindy Drew featured Flamin Harry and the upcoming benefit on her weekly show Street Beat, and was on hand at the concert.
I've been involved with a lot of different benefit concerts, and this is definitely the most successful one I've ever seen. There's so many people involved. They got not just Perkasie, but different communities involved. They have 200 volunteers, all the food was donated, nobody's getting paid. You know, usually when you do benefits, you know, some bands will want some money, but nobody's being paid today, and that's great. And I've never seen such a good turnout either for a benefit concert. And just everything about it it's the best I've ever seen.
And despite the intense heat and humidity, and with a little cooling off provided by the Perkasie Fire Company, a crowd of 3,000 plus were rocking and rolling with some of the hottest Philadelphia area bands. Artists on the bill included John Kuzma, The Rivals, So Sydney, Heaven's Edge, The Big Etzel Band, Jack Quigley and His Only Friend, The Code, and Radio Rodeo. Tommy Tunes of Radio Rodeo spoke with us.
I was driving in my car, driving down the road, I'm listening to WMMR, our favorite station, and I heard on the radio that they had this benefit, and they started naming the bands, Flamin Harry, Radio Rodeo. I'm like, Radio Rodeo. Hey, wait a minute, that's us. Radio Rodeo. So I run in, I call my manager, and he said, yeah, Harry just put you on the bill. Harry's a real good friend of ours. We've known him for years, and we rocked with him a few times, and everybody will be rocking today. And that's it. We've decided it was a great cause, and we came down to rock and roll, and that's what we did. 30 blistering minutes of sweaty, hot music, all for you.
Throughout the day, area police and medical departments were in force, as well as volunteer security personnel. But considering the size of the crowd, few problems were reported. The concert brought out all ages. Scores of families and friends watched the concert from the middle of the football field. And by dinner time, all the bands had performed except one. It was the headline act of Fire Aid 88.
Will you please welcome the man with a plan to rebuild Perkasie, Flamin Harry!
The crowd was on its feet to listen to blues rock guitarist Flamin Harry close out the 6-hour show. His band was well received after performing their hits Rude Shoes and Ain't Nobody, which featured a lengthy guitar solo. Perkasie Mayor Jay Gottschall gave his analysis of the all-day event and spoke of the accomplishments of the organizers and volunteers.
The first person to talk to me as mayor was Gene Grabowski and said, what do you think of the idea? And I think it's a great idea that all different kinds of people want to help and pitch in to raise money for the victims of the fire, both the people and the fire company. I told her I didn't really have time myself to get personally involved, but it was a great idea and we could do anything that we could to help support it. So in a few short days, their crew really whipped up a lot of man hours and a lot of effort, getting all these performers to come out on a volunteer basis, nobody getting paid. And I look at it positively as a twofold thing as far as the community is involved, both as a fundraiser for the victims and the fire company, and also as a great summer activity for the kids in town. A lot of times you hear that comment, there's nothing to do. Well, they sure can't say that, seeing all the kids here today and having a good time, and also helping out with the fundraising. So it's been quite an experience and a very hectic pace for the people. They formed a non-profit corporation, Fire Aid 88, and it's my understanding that when they get all their bills paid and get a chance to get their breath caught up, the money will disperse to the fire victims and also some of the funds to the fire company. So I think it's really a great day for the town.
And it was a great day, where the town of Perkasie had grossed over $50,000 from ticket sales, t-shirts, buttons, and other memorabilia. And your contributions can still be made to aid the victims of the Perkasie fire by mailing a check or money order to Perkasie Fire Aid Association 88, Post Office Box 192, Perkasie, Pennsylvania 18944.